Well, folks, we got a heavy one on our hands today. We have a certain film that was a little hard to get my hands on. It's got some very sensitive subject matter, and it's one of those films where I just gotta do a review on it. I believe the expression is buck break. I'm fucking with you guys. That was a bad one, but nah, there's no fucking way I'm even touching that shit, man. Fucking, I don't even know where to begin with that shit. Okay, I have to edit most of that out. I got a little too heated about buck breaking, so I'm gonna just leave that be. And you're gonna hear a big blank gap, and then me talking now, and then another little gap, and then yeah, it's gonna go to me explaining this film, and hopefully that should resolve that without me getting banned on fucking YouTube. Sorry about that, folks. I am going to bring up what I am watching today. Buck breaking got me excited for horses, and it's not about that. So I found me a Western, and I'm not entirely sure if this Western is in French or not. I think it is in going to be a good chunk in French, but it's called Savage State, and it's from 2019. It went right to Hulu, from what I understand, or right to streaming. I'm not exactly having high hopes for it, but fucking I've never seen a French Western before. I'm interested to see what would you call that? A fucking escargot? No, not an escargot Western. Louvre Western? Nah, eggs scrambled. I don't know. Spaghetti Western just fucking kills it. I don't know. Pate Western? Pate, I think is what you said. I can't even get that out. What other fucking French? Mise en place? Fucking, I don't know. This is going nowhere. I'm just killing fucking time at this fucking point, but no, I was just excited to watch a Western. I really did. I haven't watched a Western in a minute. And these are like probably, if I have to nail a genre for like what my favorite genre is, it's got to be Westerns. There's this really good Western I did find on Netflix a couple of months ago. It's called In the Valley of Violence, and it's got John Travolta in it. It's got, I believe, Ethan Hawke. It's a fucking awesome film, and it's kind of like shot in the esteem of a spaghetti Western, but it's like not too heavy-handed. It just kind of comes off like something that you could see as like a Sergio Leone flick. It kind of comes off that way. It's a little bit weak. I will say that the action's all right. It's like an adequate film. It's an entertaining film too. And I forget who the chick is, but she does a really good trad wife impression. It's just fucking like, it's kind of funny. I don't know. It's just a charming little movie that I found. I really enjoyed that. But I'm gonna wait until I watched that pretty recently, so I'm gonna wait until it comes up and I'm really feeling it. But until then. I'm going to give Savage State a try. So without further ado, we are watching David Peralt's Savage State. Still doing that. I like it. I'm going to have to take a break in the middle of this because my dad's coming home with my coffee. I don't know. It took him a goddamn half hour to fucking get a shot and then go to Dunkin' Donuts. I don't know where the hell he is. He also drives like old people fuck, so there is that. But anyway... yeah, I don't even remember the name of what the fucking movie I just watched was. Savage State, I think. Yeah. Okay. I don't know how I feel about it. That was one of those movies where I really don't know if I liked it or not, but I really liked things about it, so I'll give it a pass. Like, I would say... initial thought was like a 6 or a 7 out of 10, like nice comfy 6.5 out of 10, because it's a very, very visual film, a very well, it's very, very like well shot, scenic. It, doesn't just rely on like very cliche tropes, like trying to, alright then. Alright, we're back. This one's off the fucking rails already. Fan-fucking-tastic. Yeah, so it's like a middle-of-the-road film. I don't know how I feel about it. It's very French. The girls are cute. That's, like, really all there is about it. It does have a couple of really cool things going for it. Like I said, the cinematography is pretty good. The score was very good. It's a little repetitive, but like, it does. It's just a very French movie. It's a movie about like a love tryst, I guess is the right way of putting it. But like you don't really, I don't know. It's not like compelling enough or like engaging enough. I really didn't even know that it was going on until the one young sister starts being snippy towards the other sisters or whatever after the one starts throwing up blood, which just kind of peters out. I was like, oh, she's gonna get like tuberculosis and then die. Oh, the other thing too, I don't know what the fuck Hulu's on, but like they marketed this to me as like if you're a fan of westerns, you'll like this movie. So I watched it thinking it was going to be a western. It looked like it would be a western. It's got like the dudes kind of wearing the clans. But then on it says adventure drama, which adventure, drama, absolutely. But it is very much just a drama. But yeah, like let me break down a little bit for you too. There's a lot of stupid shit going on in this film. But that being said, it's not like bad stupid shit. Like I just got high and I watched a movie and I thought this was a fucking good movie to watch. To be completely honest, it's like there's a pretty cool action scene right off the bat. There's like a shootout that goes down. You don't really understand what's going on. It's never really resolved or like explained other than I guess there are French people living in St. Charles, Louisiana, and they're fearful of what the Union Army is doing in Baton Rouge. And then out of nowhere, the Union Army interrupts one of their cotillions, and the Union Johnnies start acting like dicks. So they decide it's in their best interest to go back to Paris, but they go through the mountains and desert for some reason. So I'm not entirely sure if the person who made this film has any bearing on what the U.S. looks like, let alone where things are geographically, including like Louisiana and St. Charles. Because, yeah, like it's supposed to be like kind of like an antebellum style, like cotillion thing that they're doing, where like they live in this like mansion and there's like a singer and they do this like socialite kind of shit. And like then the Union boys come in, start some getting rowdy, shoot the singer lady, and then yeah, they need to hire like a fucking escort guy to like a dude to like take them through like the kind of the war. So I was expecting it to be a little more like actiony, like a little more like, oh, this they're gonna like it's these like very prim and proper French people that are living apolitically outside of like I guess they've like bought into Southern politics because they own a slave, but or a liberated slave. Yeah, it's kind of muddled, but not like muddled to a detriment. It's just a very weird French movie, and I don't know. I kind of liked it. I had to watch a lot of fucking weird French shit in college, and it's not like my go to, but like once in a while you see something where you're like, yeah, I'll give it a try. If you like cinematography and you don't mind reading a little bit, they slip in and out of French and English like pretty interchangeably. Like it's yeah. I don't know. Yeah. So like they got to go to Paris. So what they're trying to do is get to the coast, but they have to go through a mountain range, which like the Appalachians are in like Georgia and shit. But like they could just go directly from St. Charles, Louisiana to like Florida, like relatively easily and stuff. Like, and then there's like a port like not too far away. The geography of the whole thing confused me because it's like I said, like kind of marketed to me as a western, and it has elements of a western. It's got horses. The clan and some ex-girlfriend of the one escort guide guy, they're supposed to be an element, but I don't think it's ever like outright addressed that they're like supposed to be like the southern, faction of it. It's just very confusing, but it's not bad. It's just like weird, and it doesn't really have action. It's got a shootout. You can see the fucking blanks they used in a couple of the scenes. Like you can see the dude's cylinder load up with a bunch of squid blanks and shit. So that's a thing if you like picking shit apart. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to say. This like I was trying to do this movie for a bit so I could do the buck breaking joke at the beginning, and then I ended up shooting myself in the foot with that. So this is gonna be like 12 minutes long, if that. No, it's probably gonna be like 10. Yeah, I don't have much else to say. Savage State. It's not really a western. It's not really anything else. It's just a very French kind of drama in the setting. Yeah, like I don't know, but wrong mood today to try this shit. I'm gonna do another one. Probably tomorrow. I got a better film I'm gonna think to do. I just wanted to try something out. Like I gotta do. I did two that I wanted to do, so I had to do one. Well, I was trying to get outside of my thing. I thought this was gonna be a little bit funnier than it actually was. Like it was funny because I was high, but it wasn't like hilariously bad. Like I thought it was gonna be. It was like actually a pretty competent, well-made film. So I feel bad trying to like break it down because like the guy tried. They put a shitload of effort into this movie, which was cool. But I don't know. Well, on that note, if you want to watch a pretty French thing with a very adorable French cast, and the guy that looks like Jim from The Office, if he was like a rugged like Frenchman, yeah, that would, yeah, that's about it. That's all I got. Yeah, probably avoid this episode.